My name is Hilary Smalley, and this is my story. A few months ago, my running group was heading up to the BWI hotels because we had heard that there was a need for the Afghan refugees that had been kind of deposited there. So I went up with them, and I met all these refugee families, and we brought food and clothing to them. And after meeting some of the families, I felt really compelled to want to be a part of a ministry that was going to help the families. I heard of one of the people at our church that was involved in the ministry, and so I reached out to her and asked, what can I do for these families? I just felt like I really needed to be involved in helping them. She had told me to get a group together to do a conversational English class. So I thought, well, I can do that. And so I started heading up to the hotel weekly and knocking on the doors at the hotel and asking the women to come together and teach them some English. But what I found out was that they really just needed a friend. They really needed a touch point of America. So instead of going up there with my plan of teaching them English, I just went up there and asked what they needed and talked with them, took them to the park, just befriended them was what they just had nobody in America. That kind of morphed into really feeling called to helping one particular family, the Naziri family. When I started to first feel the calling to help the Naziri family, and I talked to a couple people about it, I felt like there were all of these other groups that kind of came out of the woodwork that wanted to be a part of this group. We first started with trying to get them a safe place to live, and that moving day we had about 40 people show up to help them move from their apartment from inner city Baltimore into Glen Burnie. And then there were just other people that came to help with raising funds for rental assistance, to raising funds for them to buy a vehicle to get to work, to getting them a job at Rental Works, both of the brothers together, to help them get ready for school, to get all their testing done, to get into school, to take them to their vaccine appointments to get ready for school. It was just every need that we had that we didn't know how we were going to get. I felt like there was somebody that just came in at that point that had experience, that had just the network to get that done. It was just amazing to see all these little things we knew that had to get done, that just a little bit at a time people jumped in and helped. We're really trying to get the Naziri family to be more financially independent. Right now we have a decent amount of rental assistance to help them throughout the rest of this year, but when they get to the end of this year, we don't have any assistance left for them. Our team is really looking for the Naziri family to be more financially independent, to have a livable wage, to be able to not have to rely on so much rental assistance, to be able to move into a home together where they're not both paying a rent. Continuing with helping them with doctor's appointments. One of the wives is pregnant and she's due in October. Assistance for her. One of the husbands doesn't know how to speak English. Some English classes for him would be great. We're just looking for just support with navigating American culture, getting through the school year. What does that look like? Helping the kids sign up for soccer, things like that. Things that make them feel more a part of living in America, but not losing their Afghan culture.